This is a project. Building your own spaceship is a goddamn project. Like, I'm in this late game stuff. Like, so I can do it. I have resources to spare that I've just been collecting over the years. Not that many, mind you, because I haven't been playing that long compared to some people out there. Whee! But if you're like a decently new player, this is a hell of a grind. I'm gonna say like one of the biggest sort of like just hinders for people are just gonna be the credits, because that's what you're always sort of kind of like just strapped for in the somewhat early points of the game. And by early points of the game, I'm gonna say like your first 100 to 200 hours. So this is a huge project, and I feel like, you know, this better be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be super cool. So I'm doing a run here because I kind of just want to know how scarce are these? Like, how much mining must you do to get them? I needed 100, right? So first of all, like, how many of them do you get per pickup? And how often do they show up? So we're doing a test run here. Fortuna is even rougher than this because, see, the thing about Fortuna is that it doesn't have, like, any mine that's as good as this one. This mine just has all the stuff. You just go in here and you get the, like, 100 different nodes to mine in a very small space. Fortuna doesn't have that at all, which means that you have to, yeah, I hear you. You have to just run through the entire map, right? Just go from cave to cave to cave. It's like, you know, in this cave you got 5 nodes, in this cave you got 7 or whatever. But it's harder, or at least it takes more time. Alright, so far I haven't gotten any drops of that resource. But I'm gonna guess that, like, this is fine. I don't think I have to be, like, in a specific location or anything. I don't, like, whether you're topside or in a cave, I do not think any of that stuff matters. But it is somewhat concerning. Ah, there it is. It is somewhat concerning that I haven't gotten a single drop yet. Because that does tell me that they are quite rare. I'm hoping, like, at least you get like 7 or 8 when they do drop. Right. Anyhow. I see ya. I see ya, turrets. Oh. Hey. Don't shoot bang at me. There we go. I taught them a lesson. In don't shoot at me. Alright. Come on, game. I'm trying to show off to my viewers that this is fine. This isn't the slog they think it's gonna be. No. This is gonna be a good time. It's gonna be relaxing. You're gonna feel like you're making... Oh, look, I got some Pustrels. Okay, so my first drop. 5 of them. If that's what it's gonna be, like 5 per drop, that means I have to get 20 drops like that, because I needed 100. No, it's gonna be fine, people. Don't worry. I've just got like a bad streak. Yeah, that's it. It's just a little unlucky streak. A minor setback. But it's all gonna shake loose now. Now what's interesting is that I'm gonna test something here. I found the Pustrels when I actually failed to do a proper scan. So let's... Because like maybe it's supposed to, like, you're not supposed to get the rare ones. No. Well, that didn't work. It was worth a shot. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, you probably might get like a little bit more of them if you get a good scan in. That was 6. So what if you get like 3 nodes like this and like a rare node as well, and you hit everything and you get Pustrels? Like, how many do you get? Well, not like we found out on that attempt because we didn't get any. No, you know, folks, we're having a good time. You know, you've played your World of Warcraft. You know about just standing in a spot and mining. Right? You've done your MMOs. It's fine. It's part of the game. Mining and fishing. That's why we play the shoot bang games. Sometimes we just wanna have a little break from killing the Grenier and messing up the plans of the Corpus. Sometimes we just wanna go do a little bit of fishing. And get some minerals. Get some of them sweet minerals. Yeah. You think I can hit both? I don't think so. Nah. Man, oh man. Welp. Oh, 10! Okay. I'm happy about that. If you can get as many as 10 in a drop. So now we're up to 21. 21 out of the fabled 100. Oh shit! More of them! 29! That was fast. Okay. We're a third of the way there. Things are looking up in the world, right? And quickly. A third of the way there. Ow. Oh, come on. Dude! That was rude. That was really, really rude. I missed out on getting like a good hit on that mining node. Do not appreciate that 1-bit turret. Maybe that messed with my mojo. No, see that? It did not mess with my mojo. My mojo is intact. Alright, so 36. 36. Yeah. Like, if I can... I'm probably not gonna get all 100 in one run. But if I can get to, like, at least 50... So it only, like, needs 2 runs of this cave and you got it. Then that is quite manageable. And after that, all you gotta do is just, you know... Run the index. Run the index for them credits. And, index is fine. Index isn't the most fun time. If you want to. If you're bored out of your skull playing the index. Ooh, 9 more. It's 45. Got 45. Now, if you are bored out of your skull playing the index, what you can do... I'm not gonna dig for that in that location. There we go. What you can do is you can go to the disruption mission on Uranus. Boom. I mean on Neptune. The disruption mission on Neptune. And let's see, where is it? Around the corner? Yeah. Because that only rewards credits. You can get your credits that way. That way you also get, you know, other resources. You know, stuff that you just get for taking out Corpus dudes. Whereas, you know, if you play the index, you only get credits and nothing else, but you get credits a bit faster. It is still the best place in the game for farming credits. I'm not gonna tell you anything different. I'm just gonna say that some people find the index boring. Anyway, if you do want to play the index, you know, it's pretty simple. either you do one of the defensive DPS guys who can... there we go, 55. Who can hold your own territory so that the enemy can't score while taking out enemies at the same time. Limbo's good for that. Korra is great for that. Where is it? There it is. Jeez, I missed that. Alright, one sec. No, but like Korra with the Strangle Dome can just make sure that your opponents cannot score in the index. So even if you die and they pick up some of your points, you know, you just take them back. 65, we're 2/3 of the way there. That is above all expectations. I'm happy about this. 65, gotcha. And you know, Limbo can stunlock enemies as well with Cataclysm. Let's see. Heh. Even more! 71, if I'm counting correctly. But of course, Limbo and Korra, while they're pretty good at scoring, I mean at goalkeeping, what they're not good at is holding lots of points. As, where is it? I can't even see the node. This seems like a bit bugged. I'll just try to find it this way. Ahaha, there it was. Somewhere up there. Because they don't have a lot of health. So you can play index matches, and you'll kind of see people playing Limbo or Mesa or something like that. They'll be killing enemies left and right, but they won't pick up the points. They'll just leave the points on the ground. That's intentional. It's because every time you pick up a point and hold it, you get like a debuff to your health. If you run around with like 10 points or something like that, you're down to like 50 health or something, or even less. You're basically just a piece of wet tissue at that point. But you kind of want to be holding tons of points at the same time, because you get a bonus for cashing in your points if you're holding a ton of them. And, you know, just diminishing returns on that. 6 more. So we're at, what, 77? Yeah. Maximum efficiency is cashing in when you're at 15 points. That's my recommendation. Collect points until you have 15, and then cash them in. And you get like 8 bonus points for that. And you get through the rounds pretty quickly that way. But then you're like, how do you do that though? If you're carrying around 15 points, you're down to like basically, I don't know, 10 health or so. You die if someone just pokes at you. So how do you survive that? You just not get hit at all? And no. The correct answer is you survive by being immortal, right? And just where your health does not matter. And there are a couple of Warframes who can do this. The most notable example is, of course, Rhino. Rhino can use his iron skin, give himself a shit ton of armor, and your opponents have to go through the armor before they can start working away at your health. And Rhino's armor is not affected by the health debuffs that you get for holding points. So the Rhino can run around and be at like 10 health, but he'll still have like 5,000 armor. You know. So he's just not gonna be taking damage at all. He can run around with as many points as he wants to. So if you are playing Rhino in the index, you know, your job is obviously to help out with taking out enemies, but mostly you're gonna pick up points and you're gonna collect them until you have like at least 15, and then you go cash them in. And your DPS players, your Mesas or your Limbos, they're gonna be taking out enemies. But they're not gonna collect the points. They're gonna put waypoints on the map, you know, for you to go and collect for them. That's your job. If you want to keep on playing Index at a really, really high level, there's a secret encounter. You can encounter the hero of the Index, who is a corpus prod carrier, whose name is John Prodman. Yes, it's a Kojima naming convention. John Prodman. And I think you have to reach, like, I don't know, level 1000 or something in the Index before he shows up. And then you're like, but how can you possibly survive that even as a Rhino? And the answer is you can't. It doesn't matter if you have like 99% damage reduction if your opponents can do like, you know, several million points of damage per hit. So for that to be possible, you actually need to have 100% damage reduction. You need to actually be immortal for real. And there's not that many Warframes that can do that, but there are some that can. A notable one is, of course, Revenant. Revenant has the Mesmer Skin ability, which is straight up just negates damage. You know, I'm not even gonna look for these. It just, like, negates the next 3 hits you're gonna take or whatever. So, you get actual immortality. Like, you cannot take damage. And when you do take damage, then you can just reapply your Mesmer Skin and be immortal forever, so long as you have the energy for it. So that kinda works. As a Revenant, you can actually get that high in the Index. If you're masochistic, if you are masochistic enough, and a 93, come on. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. We gotta do this, people. One more run. I'm actually quite happy about that. That went way faster than I thought it would. But yeah, if you are masochistic enough, pick a Revenant, get the right mods for him, learn how to play Revenant, and probably, like, go in and do a solo Index, because, you know, playing with multiple people just means there are more enemies. And you're gonna want to be in there for a long time. And your teammates are going to be tapping out long before you do. So you're gonna be there by yourself in the end anyway. This is not a team effort. It just, I'm sorry, it just isn't. Not if you want the Prodman. So you go solo, and you fight in the Index by yourself as a Revenant for like an hour. And then you can fight John Prodman. And if you beat John Prodman, you get his autograph. Isn't that something? I haven't done it. I don't particularly feel like doing it, because I am a big grown-up person with many important things to do. And you know what that means in practice is I actually have like a job and a life. And I do not have the time for that shit. He said, fully acknowledging that he has 2 active Warframe accounts that both have like several hundred hours of playtime at this point. See? Don't listen to Nick. Nick is full of shit. Disregard the Nick. I'm not even gonna bother with that one. Come on, man. I just need 3 more of these things. 3 more, that's it. Give it to me. Do it. Oh, come on, 6. Sorry, I didn't need 3 more. I needed 7 more. 99. 1 more goddamn Pustral. Wonderful mining. You know what? This is fine. It's good to do some mining. You need that stuff for building your amps anyway. You need it. You just don't want to do it because it's boring to grind for Cetus resources. You're like, can't I just go out in the fields and kill tusk thumpers instead? They dropped all the rare fish parts and all the rare mining parts. And the answer is yes. You can do that. You can go and just kill the thumpers all day long. And that is perfectly fine. That is a viable strategy for getting rare amp parts. But I don't think you can get these Pustrels that way. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it. I'm not sure anyone has tried it. But I'm gonna say that you can't. It kind of feels like it makes sense that you can't. There we go. Got him. Got him. We are done with this little mining excursion. And I am happy about that. I am happy about being done with that. But it's fine. It's fine. It looks like just we almost got all of it in a single run. That is manageable. I accept this. All right. Now, we need about 600,000 credits. I got superbly lucky and got a 9-hour credit booster as my login bonus today. That means for 9 hours, I am going to get double credits. It's almost as if I have been blessed by Cephalon's eye. He knows what I need, he knows what I'm after, he knows what I want. I want them credits. So we're gonna do that. I might be able to get that many credits in a single index run. If I get to play 2 rounds, that's probably around 1 million credits. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna talk you through that. And this has nothing to do with the fact that this slog is so time-consuming that I'm like strapped for content. No, that's not it. If I wanted to, I could do some other stuff instead. Sector acquired. Yeah. This is an ugly lich. I'm gonna kill this lich. I don't want to have that as like my buddy bud. Cause she go. No. Here we go. Oh god damn it. Ah shit. I'm sorry people. Where is my mind today? I still have this set as a solo game. I'm not gonna do a solo run of the index. I'm just not. I'm sorry. No. I'm not doing this as Spectres. Get out of here. That is not happening. No, I could do some other stuff if I wanted to. I have, I can do Mask of the Revenant, show you that quest. I can do, obviously, the Chimera Prologue and the Ropalolist boss fight. That's a thing I can do. I can do stuff in Fortuna with the Vox Solaris, which is also something actually most players kind of haven't seen. Because, let's see. Step 1, stand by the thing that generates power. It has generated power. Bam, iron skin. See that? I got my immortality. Aha. So now, I have 200 health, right? You can see that I have that. Now, where's the point? Where's the point? I killed that guy. Where's my point? Man, that's some bull. Fine, what about this guy? 200 health. Now it's 140. That's how it works. But I got 4,000 armor. So, you know, so long as they can't go through my 4,000 armor, we are fine. Hey, dude, don't point steal. Nobody likes a point thief. Okay. How many are we up to? We got 4 points. So that's already like half health. But we don't care. You know. It's all about the armor with the Rhino anyway. Health is pretty much irrelevant. And I'm not even doing like the really, really crazy shit that a Rhino player can do to bump their armor to like stupid levels. There are some builds, not for the index obviously, but for like other game modes, where you can get up to like 1.2 million armor, stuff like that. Oh, he wasn't dead? Man, I am so bad at picking up points. What is wrong with me? What do we got in the team? Rhino, 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 and 1 Saren. Saren's not great for the index, so that's probably someone who, you know, doesn't know all that much about the meta. But that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We don't really have, like, the DPS character that we want in this. The Accelerator is great, but there will be a point where the damage starts trailing off. And where you kinda would wish that you were running something else and not a Rhino. But for survivability, it'll do just fine. Dude, with the point stealing! I know you're playing Rhino. I know you want to play the goalie. But I am also playing as a Rhino. Don't you see? They are pitting us against each other. They don't see. They don't understand the plight of the working Rhino. Here's the thing you have to pay attention to in the index, right? By depositing points in your goal, by scoring, right? Why am I not getting points for killing this guy? I don't understand. By depositing points, you add time to the clock. That's something you have to pay attention to. Not all players do. Sometimes you're gonna be in index matches where you're gonna like get a game over because you're gonna run out of time because everyone is so focused on just collecting as big of a bonus as they can, and they're just not gonna pay attention to the clock running out. Oh shit, I am almost out of ammo. Here's another thing. See how my energy is ticking down even though I picked up more? That's another debuff when you're running with like just a gazillion points. Is you pretty much can't hold energy. So you know, that's bad. Which is why you gotta keep track of how much armor you have left. See me? I got 3,000 armor left. I'm fine. Now I'm at 15 points and it's time to cash in. Boom! See, now I got 0 points again. I can now once again pick up energy. If I need to. If I feel that I need to. I currently don't. I could give myself like a damage bonus, I guess, with my roar. It's not the end of the world. Let's take out some enemies. Yeah, so already my Accelerator is at the point where, like, you know, it could be doing a bit more damage than it's doing. That is... No, oh, I thought it was... by their slow and deliberate movement. I thought that they were... There are some Corpus enemies who can, like, shapeshift and take on the appearance of players on your team to sort of momentarily trick you into looking the other way. That's not gonna work on me. I'm gonna shoot test fire. I'm gonna test fire on my friends. I'm gonna be like, are you really my friend? The only way to find out if you're my friend is if I shoot you in the face. Just like in real life. Woo. Alright, now we're all standing in the same spot, guys. This is silly. It's silly. That's not, you know, how babies are made. Actually, that is how babies are made. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. I need ammo. I think I have to run all the way over here. Ah, Accelerator. You know, it's great for so many things. Ammo conservation is not one of those things. So, another thing you'll see in the index sometimes is, you know, as people are working with kind of obsolete information, is you'll see that, like, we are 2 or 3 points away from winning, and one guy is just running around with carrying like 50 points or something, and he just won't cash in. That's something that happens at times. And you're like, why is he not doing that? And the reason is because he's saving those points for the next round. He's hoping that someone else is gonna cash in. Heh. The idea being that, like, just, you know, the further you play, the harder you make it for yourself. So you can't, if you can just blaze through an entire round, that's nice. But that's working a bit with, like, old obsolete information. Because it used to be that the number of points you scored determined how hard the enemies would be. So the idea was, you know, you have one guy who's holding like 100 points. And then, as soon as you win a round and reset to 0, he's just gonna cash in all 100 points and you just sort of bypass the entire round 2. That was the idea. But that's not how the index works anymore. Nowadays, the difficulty of the enemies is determined by the amount of time that has passed. So it doesn't matter, like, if you're holding points. In fact, it's kind of the opposite. Because it just takes longer before the round to end. Instead, what you want to be doing is, you know, play for maximum efficiency, which is cash in after 15 points. God, we're at 99. Can someone just cash in 1 point? Thank you. I want to stay for another round. They don't, though. Alright, fine. Because that would have given me a bigger reward. No, but sometimes you see, where was I? Oh yeah, people doing that. That's wrong. Don't do that, people. You don't need to do that. I want to play for maximum efficiency. So, I was at 400,000, now I'm at 800,000. So I'm gonna need to do one more run in the index. If I would have had the opportunity to play a second round there, I would be up at, like, you know, 1.3 million credits or so. Oh well, I'm not gonna force you to watch, you know, another round of index. So, instead, we'll just do a little snippy snip. We'll do a little snippy snip and then I'm gonna get my money. And we got our money. We got our money. Not that it matters. I mean, we're just gonna go there, right? And once again, we are gonna be told that we have to wait for 12 goddamn hours till we can start the next part of this. And I'm gonna guess the next part is probably gonna be the one where I have to mine for resources in Fortuna instead. Alright, that's not at all unlikely. Alright, but one of these things looks good, and one of them kinda looks like shit. See, it's all busted and janky. That's no way to run a thing. No, no, no. Boom!
Fabrication and restoration commencing.
Man. This thing is definitely taking a while. Oh. Oh, I didn't even notice that this had like a thing on it. Oh, wow, it's got like a thing on it. Oh, now that we have both of them. Ooh. I guess these are the nacelles. Alright, I learned something today. I learned what a nacelle is. Alright. Alright, you know, we got some ways to go. Got some ways to go. We're not there yet. But we will be. Ah, such a beautiful spaceship. It's my spaceship. It's all our spaceship. You are in this journey with me. But then, I will be alone on my spaceship. I need a crew. I need a crew for my spaceship.